Hello everyone, I'm Martha Hutzel, your library director. Unfortunately, the library is still closed, but we are working on a reopening plan, so please stay tuned for that. More details will be forthcoming later this month. It will be a few more weeks before we can safely open the buildings, and we thank you for your patience during this extremely difficult time for all of us. I hope everyone is well, everyone is healthy, everyone is staying safe, and everyone is finding some good books to read, listen to, or view our streaming video. So we have a lot of services available, so please take advantage of them whenever you can. Right now, there are no overdue fines. Nothing is overdue. Unfortunately, you can't place holds on our physical materials at the moment. We have really thousands and thousands of items on hold, and we hope to get into the buildings and process those in the next few weeks. But currently, it is not possible for you to place holds on print materials. You can place holds on ebooks and e-audiobooks and our e-magazines. So please do that whenever you can. I know it's been hard for every one of us during this last 2 months for the library to be closed. You can't get into our buildings, and we don't want to be closed. We would rather see you. We would rather serve our community in the way that we've been trained to do. But it's just going to be a little bit longer before it's really safe for us to do that. We want all of you to be safe. We want all of you to be healthy, and we want all of you to take care of your families the best way you can. For 50 years, the library has had a summer reading program. And for the last probably 20 years, it's been for all ages. And we're not going to let this virus stop us. We're still going to have our summer reading program. We're just going to take it online this time. So it's going to be a little bit different, but you can sign up and learn more details about the summer reading program on our website, librarypoint.org. Be sure to always continue your lifelong learning by joining the summer reading program. Our librarians have been very busy creating wonderful recommended book lists for many, many interests, many reading levels, and really fiction, nonfiction, manga, anime, you name it. Picture books, fantastic fiction for adults, nonfiction for adults, anything in there. Just ask one of our librarians or visit our site and see the list that they've created, and you'll be very impressed. You're going to hear more details about our summer reading program later in this newsletter. I'm just giving you like a little teaser so you can hop on our website and sign up for it, and sign your children up and your teens. There's a lot of great stuff there, and we want everyone to continue their lifelong learning all summer long. We know that many parents have been very busy trying to finish up the school curriculum, trying to finish up the school year, and trying to homeschool their kids. And now it's time for some fun reading for yourselves and your kids and teens, some fun listening, some fun e-audiobooks, and some fun streaming video. You could always learn something just because it's fun. Doesn't mean that you're not going to learn something. So you can get to those from our website. And we feel that everyone is always learning as long as they're reading, listening, or viewing. So please do that. As I've been creating these newsletters, these videos from home, I've really been enjoying mentioning to you all some of the books that I've been reading and listening to. I listen to a wide variety of readers, and I read a lot of different readers, a wide variety of readers, really from all over the world. Julia Alvarez is one of my favorites. She wrote a fabulous book a few years ago called In the Time of the Butterflies, which was about revolution and danger in an unnamed country. Though later I think it came out that it was the Dominican Republic, but don't hold me to that, I could be wrong. But she has a new book out called Afterlife. It's getting great reviews. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. But I do plan to this summer, I hope, or maybe this spring. It's not a very long book, but Afterlife by Julia Alvarez. If you see a title on our website and you can't place holds on it because it's only available in print format, you can put that item on as something called For Later. We have this fabulous thing called the For Later shelf or For Later list. And you can create lists of books that you wish to read or listen to later. And then you can reactivate those holds and check them out later on when we reopen and have regular operating hours. A young adult book that came out earlier this year, which I have really enjoyed reading, is called Black Girl Unlimited, The Remarkable Story of a Teenage Wizard. And it's by Echo Brown. It's very autobiographical. I think I can recommend it for teens and adults, and it is available only in hard copy right now, so you have to put it on their For Later list, but it's a coming-of-age story, and I think will resonate with a lot of you. Another book I absolutely loved, it's a nonfiction book called The Warmth of Other Suns by Isabel Wilkerson. It tells the story of the Great Migration of tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands, of African Americans from the deep southern states in the United States to parts north and west like LA and Chicago, New York, for better jobs and better lives. The author has done a tremendous amount of research, and it's very, very readable. I know I learned a lot, and I think you will as well. I learned a lot about African American history that wasn't really taught to us in the history books, at least not when I was in school. So I think you'll enjoy it. I can highly recommend it to any of you, and it's very readable. It's not a dry nonfiction book. She follows the story of 3 or 4 families specifically, and talks about where they ended up and how their lives came out. Most of the lives were better, some of them maybe not, but it's heart-wrenching and terrifying and interesting all at the same time. Another title, which I'm listening to, I'm not yet done with, is called The Ona Girls, by Amy Engel, E-N-G-E-L. It's my first experience with this author. I grabbed it off the shelf before we closed because I thought, it could be interesting. I thought it was about Roanoke, Virginia, but Roanoke is the family name, and it's actually set in Kansas. A horrible tragedy happens, and a young girl has to go live with family that she barely knows. And she finds out while she's there in Kansas that there are deep, dark, ugly family secrets, and she doesn't want to be any part of those. And that's as far as I am. So you'll have to place it on hold or put it on your for later shelf. I think you can download it. I believe we have it in ebook format or e-audiobook format. So unfortunately, our physical library buildings remain closed for now, but our online branch is wide open. You have access to all of our digital collections, and you can hop on there and apply for a library card if you still need one. We are continuing to issue library cards. We've issued almost 1,300 library cards in the time that we've been closed since March 16th. Not sure if that's a record for us, but I could look it up sometime and report back on that. But we are emailing the barcode to the requester, and that gives them access to our entire digital collection. So our online resources are continuing to grow. Our collection development folks are ordering hundreds and hundreds of those, and they're adding them to the collection very, very quickly. It's much faster to catalog an ebook or an e-audiobook than it is to catalog or process a print item, which we aren't able to do right now. So if you don't see a title on our website 1 month, check back a couple weeks later. We may have it, or we may have additional copies, which would shorten the hold list. We're also keeping our 3D printers going pretty much nonstop all day. We have 3 or 4 staff members. They are creating PPE for local first responders. We've created almost 1,100 items at this point and donated them. We have raised some funding locally from Rotary clubs and local donors, and paid for the supplies. But we're also now creating something new since I spoke to you last, disposable stethoscopes for Mary Washington Healthcare. So that's a new item for us, and we are donating those as well to Mary Washington Healthcare. So stay tuned for more details on that. I hope you all keep reading and viewing and listening. I hope you are all staying safe and healthy, taking care of yourselves and your families. Looking forward to a summer that might be an unusual summer, but let us hope that we can get back to some level of normal. And please do go on and access our digital collection on our website and sign up for the summer reading program. Please stay healthy. Please stay safe. Please follow local practices and take care of your families. Do come back and visit us whenever we reopen, and stay tuned for further details on that. Thank you all for using the library. Happy reading and happy summer.